Here we go again. The WrestleMania poster. And this is not the first time that WWE has done something a little bit crazy with their posters. Now let's talk about this. So WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride in the WWE. Whether you love, hate, or despise what's going on in the WWE, we have to take a look at this WrestleMania poster. And the reason we're looking at this WrestleMania poster is because we need to take a look at what they're doing in the WWE and where they position everybody on this poster. This is kind of how we're going to see what they think of the current superstars in the WWE. Now, front and foremost, the guy who's above everybody is the Universal Champion, Bill Goldberg. Is that something that should be? I don't know. That's the way it is. Next to him, you got Undertaker, which I think is fine. Brock Lesnar's next to them, and Roman Reigns is behind him. Those are the biggest people, followed by John Cena, Triple H, and then Shane McMahon. We're talking about size of the people, not obviously. So you go right there. You got Goldberg, Taker, Brock, Roman, John Cena, Triple H, Shane McMahon. And then you go over to the side. You got Bayley. You got Jericho. You got very, very tiny Bray Wyatt. But you want to know something? You want to know who's even more tiny? Well, you go over to Dean Ambrose, then Charlotte, then Seth, then Orton, who's in the back. But Orton's number one contender, so shouldn't he be up front? Shouldn't Bray and Orton be up front? Oh, who's behind him? That's AJ Styles. You can barely see him. Who's all the way in the back? Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss, Maurice, The Miz, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin made it barely. And then over to the side, you see the New Day. Now, I'm fine with the New Day's placement on this poster because they are the hosts of WrestleMania. So putting them behind the WrestleMania logo works for me. We're not seeing much of anything that I like here. I'm not complaining just to complain. Does this really matter? What is the deal here? But if you think about it, we're looking at Shane McMahon, who's listed right now. If you take a look at WWE WrestleMania, he is not on the card. And if he's going to go against AJ Styles, which I guess this would fill into the AJ's jealousy story where he's like, I am upset. Why is this happening? How is this going down? I'm always getting overlooked. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pissed. That's AJ Styles' story there. So it fits there. But they throw Kevin Owens all the way to the back. Like, I feel like he was champion on Raw for so long. And now that he lost, he gets thrown all the way to the back. I figure this is a line of what WWE thinks as far as the casual fans of the wrestling, right? Because we're looking at casual wrestling fans, because that's what this is. This is a poster for the casual wrestling fans. You got Goldberg, you got Taker, you got Brock, you got Cena, you got Triple H, you got Shane, and then you got Roman, who they want to push down there. They got Dean, which right now we're having Dean and Baron, but Baron's way in the back. You got Orton and Bray. Bray's over to the side as an afterthought. Orton's there. AJ Styles doesn't even fit this. Like, this is another Travis. Like, I would like to say that, yes, we thought this out very well. We are doing this because we want to continue the AJ Styles storyline of him being screwed. You know that one poster he was on and he was in the back? He's in the back again. The WWE champion for so long was in the back. Then Bray Wyatt's over to the side like he's the current WWE champion. Orton's even farther back than Bray. It should be, the way I see it, you take the two champions and put them at the front of the poster. That's what you do. If they're going to be the faces of your company, you want to put them as the front of the company. Goldberg, Bray should be right in the front. And you could have their opponents. You could have Brock and you could have Randy Orton right next to him. But to just kind of throw them in the back and make it an afterthought and kind of throw AJ Styles way in the back, throw Baron Corbin way in the back, throw The Miz way in the back, throw Kevin Owens way in the back, is just a disservice to these guys that are in there and they're working their ass off time and time again to build this brand. It's a thing. Okay, Sami Zayn did an interview and said, what do you think of Goldberg as part-timer? He said, yeah, I'd love to be in the main event, but you know what? Goldberg's the champion, and if he can draw the audience, then he can bring them in, and then People can come see us. I've talked about this many different times, but this is the landscape of the WWE. This is what they think, not what I agree with. Because like I said, if it was up to me, I would put the two champions and their challengers up front in this poster. That's what I would do. That's how I would make this poster. I mean, you think about WrestleMania 17, it had The Rock and it had Austin on it. That was it. That was the big poster. Rock, Austin, boom, sold right there. That's how you sell the main event. But what they're doing here, and this is the positioning, this is the thinking of WWE, because WrestleMania is a casual wrestling fans place. This is for everybody in the world. They're trying to reach as many people as possible, so that's why they're doing it this way. We have Goldberg, we have Taker, we have Brock, we have Triple H, we have Shane McMahon. They're all part-timers. They're all not in the WWE every week. They don't wrestle every Raw. They don't wrestle every SmackDown. Shane McMahon's not even an active wrestler right now. Yeah, he can wrestle whenever he wants. He's probably going to wrestle AJ Styles. Yeah. We know that. Triple H. He runs things. He does what he wants. He's on Raw all the time. Yeah, we get it. But you're looking at an insult to the guys that work their ass off. This is an insult to the AJ Styles, who made SmackDown the A show. He said it. He said SmackDown was the B show, and he made SmackDown the show. That's literally what AJ Styles did. Got Randy Orton, who is number one contender for that championship, should be up front. Bray Wyatt, who's champion, WWE champion, should be up front. Jericho, yeah, I guess you can put him up there too. He's good. Kevin Owens, good. You're pushing it in a wrong direction. You're sending a wrong message, WWE. This is not the message that you need to send. If this is the real poster, if this is the real thing, which I have no doubt in my mind that this isn't a real poster. I get that you want to fill this with some of the best on the card and you want people to like who you want them to like, but to not even put the champions up front, to not even put Bray Wyatt up with Goldberg, is just a slap in the face to him. To not put Randy Orton next to Brock Lesnar is just a slap in his face. I think in WWE fans, and we're talking about casual fans too, I think Randy Orton is as equal to Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton's been around forever. He should be up there too. Now we have AJ Styles. AJ Styles is a big issue that I have with this. And it's a thing, again, if they're going for that storyline, and I don't think that's the thought process in here, is I just don't see the stake. I just don't see the company putting stake in AJ Styles. If they're going to push him to the back and they're going to do this story, that's not good. That's not what I like to see here. I want to see AJ Styles up front. I want to see this guy. I mean, again, I want to see him in the main event, but that's not it. Again, I can understand the fact that you put John Cena up front. I can understand you put Roman Reigns up front. I can understand you put Goldberg up front because he's a champion. Taker, that's fine too. But to not put Bray Wyatt, who's WWE champion, up there is a smack in the face. He's off to the side. You barely even notice him. If you're looking, you're like, okay, Goldberg, Taker, Brock, Roman, Cena, Triple H, Shane, Kevin Owens. Where's Bray? Oh, he's down there in the bottom right-hand corner, barely even up there. I mean, you have Bayley up there, who's the women's champion, which is fine. You got Dean Ambrose over there. Chris Jericho, he's over there too. He's a champion as well. So it looks like they just grouped all the champions together, like over there in the corner. No cruiserweight, no Neville on there either. No tag champs either on there. So... and then Nikki Bella way in the back. See, I would have arranged this very calculated and something that made sense. I think when they put this together, they wanted to throw it into the PR stint of like, this is WrestleMania. We don't really know the matches yet, but this is WrestleMania. I just think, again, this is just a slap in the face to all the guys that sit there and they work their ass off and not being able to get on the marquee poster. Now, I hate to say CM Punk was right, but CM Punk was kind of right. You work your ass off just to be passed over by a part-timer. And it happened to him. Now you're getting it with Goldberg and Brock. I'm not surprised. It doesn't surprise me that Goldberg and Brock are main eventing WrestleMania. They're going to be in one of the main events. They'll probably be in the final match. I don't know. I think it should be Orton, and I think it should be Bray. But will that be it? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to close the show with that. It just, to me, just doesn't seem like something they do since they've gone through this whole run of the WWE Championship. I think their stake is more in the Universal Championship with Goldberg and Brock and something crazy happening at the end of WrestleMania. That's what I think we're going to get here. So anyway, guys, I will leave it with this. This poster is just another indication of the route WWE likes to go. And you need to get that through your head. Because WrestleMania, if you look at previous WrestleManias and you look at the WrestleMania now, it's totally different. WrestleMania now is its own encapsulated show. This isn't the beginning of stories or the end of stories. This is just its own show. You just need to look at it like that. We'll probably get guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Mick Foley. You know, we saw them before. Shawn Michaels. We've seen them. We saw them before. And we're going to get those guys to come back. This is for people who do not watch wrestling every week. That's what WrestleMania is for. It's for people who don't watch wrestling every week, but they want to see some good wrestling and they want to watch WrestleMania. That's all it is. If they want to get as many people to watch the show, that's what it is. The card, WWE, the card for WrestleMania is an afterthought. The name WrestleMania will sell the tickets. It will get people to watch the network, get people to buy on pay-per-view if they don't have the network or whatever. But it just sucks. It's really upsetting to me that these guys that work their ass off, that are there every week, that are doing all the hard work, are getting overlooked. They're getting overlooked because we need the Goldbergs, we need the Brock, we need the Taker, we need the Triple H, we need the Shane McMahon, we need our John Cena and Roman Reigns to sell the tickets to this show. Yeah, Kevin Owens, you were all right. I mean, The Miz is pretty good. Bray Wyatt, yeah, I mean, you're all right too. Jericho, I mean, you've been around for a while, so maybe we'll put you somewhere near the front. I mean, the women have been killing it, but let's just fill it with guys that people know. People know Goldberg. People know Brock. People know Taker. People know Cena. People know Triple H. People know Shane. Play it safe. Put them in the front. That's their thought. Anyway, guys, I am curious. I am anxious to know what you guys think of this poster. Do you despise this like I do? Do you say, man, it really makes me mad because these guys are out there killing it every week just to be overlooked? Or is this not surprise you? Is this something that you saw coming? Anyway, guys, as always, we'll end it here. Let me know in the comment section below. Too sweet to like button if you enjoy this. TonyPizzaGuy. 2 sweet.